everybody. Welcome to day 373 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It is Monday, June 16th, 2025, and I'm going to show you my auction haul in just a minute. We did not meet our sales goal yesterday, but today has been super busy. All right, I'm all for that. Yes, bring it on Monday. Ready for the week. And yeah, so I am not reset to zero. Well, I was, but as soon as I do this auction haul, I'm going to have to redo it. So maybe you're experiencing the same thing as you finish up your work day. Maybe you're doing one more project, but you still got to reset to zero when you are done. So go do it. All right. So yesterday I talked a little bit about, I feel like I'm doing a live sale again, guys. I kind of miss it now that I'm doing this. Like I used to do that once a week minimum live sale every Thursday night. Now I don't do it. I kind of miss it, but this is as close as I'm going to get these days. All right. So anyway, go over if you like this auction haul and you like hauls and you like, figuring out what stuff sold for. Molly does a great job in her videos. I'll be putting some auction haul ones up eventually. It is our new sister channel, Thrift Find Flip. If you want to search it on YouTube, you can put the little @ symbol, Thrift Find Flip. Otherwise, it is always linked up in the show notes. So go follow us, subscribe if this is your kind of thing. This is a lot of fun. Samantha does consignment unboxings. Molly does, all of her trips sourcing. It's really cool. All right, but anyway, here we go. I have my settlement notice from the auction house from yesterday. So just to give you an idea, if you are new to auctions, the total amount was $33.17. So I told you I ran in at the last minute at the end of the auction. I made some weird buys because I was just like, I need a little bit of inventory. If you want to know, I'm going to do a separate reseller reflection on why I do the auctions and what piece that has in my business and why it was recommended by my Profit First coach. So hang tight for that. We're not going to talk about that just now, but I do want to tell you before I show you the items, the lot total was $27. And then at most auction houses, they add a buyer's premium. That means you pay a percentage of the cost of your items. That was $3.24. I did not have my tax exempt. They got a new system. I didn't bring my tax exempt certificate, which apparently I need it. So had to pay tax on top of that. Pennsylvania state sales tax, 6%. And yeah. And then there is a surcharge if you use credit. Now, a lot of times I choose to use credit at the auction house just because it makes it so much easier to do my taxes and to get it into QuickBooks. Like it automatically goes there. So it's easier than uploading the statement most of the time, unless I'm spending a large sum, in which case I will do cash and upload the receipt. But for this, easy. All right. So that is check with your auction house before you go, what they accept in terms of payment. If you need the tax exemption certificate, if you need one, what you have to do to register, do all that stuff in advance, check it out. All right, so here's my haul. All right, these guys, I don't know. So they're like knockoff Buyer's Choice carolers. There's a whole box of them. They're kind of cute. I think I'll probably just sell them as a lot. They're fairly lightweight. I don't think they're going to have, being the knockoffs, I don't think they're going to have much value. And obviously I can't sell them as Buyer's Choice, but they're very cute little carolers. Somebody may want them. And then I don't know if this belongs to one of them, but there's a watch face in there. All right. That is the beginning. All right. Oh, these I picked up at the very ends for $1. Most of the stuff I'm showing you was between $1. Like for that whole lot, that was $1. Like I just grabbed stuff off the table. If I have to donate it, it's not worth it, then I will. Not a big deal, but I thought these were awesome. So these are vintage menus. There's a whole stack of them. These are Ballantine Ale and Beer. Ask the man for Valentine. Yeah, I just thought these were really cool. I think these will definitely sell, and they're going to be fun to list. I love that. And then there's the same thing, vintage Heineken and menu. All right. I do really well with those. They're easy to list, easy to ship, and easy to store. Win. Okay, and then I got this whole bunch of vintage pennants. Huh. Remember that logo for the Philadelphia Zoo? How cute is that? Hoover Dam. Somebody's little collection here of all their travels. Virgin Islands. Toronto. The Reading Phillies. Yep. Oh, the Old Country Busch Gardens. It's kind of a fun one. You never know who's looking for what out there. This is so fun. All right, another Reading Phillies pennant. That one has some staining on it, but probably still be worth selling. Oh, this is fun. This reminds me of my trips to Florida as a kid, right? These things are all the rage. I'm going to guess this is probably from the 70s, early 80s. All right. Oh, this is a fun one too. Dutch Wonderland. Look at that. I used to take my kids there, but this is before I took my kids there. All right. I was never there as a kid, but Niagara Falls. All right. These people like the falls. Oh, these are fun. All right. And Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. There you have it. That one hangs vertically. So it must be rare. All right. This came on top of something else. It is a mask. You could probably tell me who it is. I have no idea. I do really well with vintage masks. I don't think this is really a vintage mask. You know, it's hard plastic, but we'll see. Maybe worth listing, maybe not. This I picked up by accident. Little brownie camera. The Brown Eye Hawkeye. Brownie Hawkeye. All right, that's just wrapping stuff. All right, this is a box of jewelry. I think I picked this up for $1, maybe $2. And you never know what kind of little things like, oh wait, I think there is actually some fishing lures in here. See, you never know. And, you know, I'll have to go through, test the jewelry, that kind of thing. These are pretty. And like a bunch of chains, a ring. Yeah, I mean, this will definitely be worth it. I love to list jewelry. We do a lot of it. There's some scrap in here. One time I'll show you guys what I do with all the scrap jewelry, just in case you have that, and how I deal with that and sell it. That's a cool bracelet. All right. All right, so a bunch of little pieces of jewelry. Some of it will be scrap. All right, and then, oh, this is, oh, a pack of bugs. Pack of vintage bugs here. Woo! All right. It reminds me of my days of river testing here, sorting bugs. All right, there we go. And the reason I got this actually was there's a bunch of little things in here. Most of them I probably will not sell, but it only takes one to make it worth it. This is kind of the one I thought was cool. We'll see. Pillsbury Company, 1972. Little rubbery thing there. Yeah, this is like, I love stuff like this. I love going through it, just sorting out, seeing what I can sell. Hopefully she's a banger. She's so cute, but maybe not. All right, then I got a tray of milk glass, and this is, a lot of it had the stickers on it, and it's a similar pattern, but let's see. There's a sticker. It is Opaque by Hazel Atlas, and there's quite a few pieces of that. I mean, for $1, how for all the pieces? Figure if anything's not worth it, it's no big deal to donate. They do need to be cleaned. This is not a glamorous job. I have said that before. A lot of this stuff I pick up absolutely needs to be cleaned. If you're into the glamour and glitz, this isn't for you. Okay. Especially not going to the auction yet. At least mine. All right. And then we have a creamer and sugar set that is the same opaque by Atlas. Actually, of all the milk glass I've sold, I've never had the opaque by Hazel Atlas. This will be the first time. I don't really know much about that. All right. And then into the end here, we have a bunch. You know, I love Snoopy, right? A total Snoopy fan. All right. So it was just a box of all sorts of, these. Remember these, the patterns that you bought and sewed up. But then there's also like holiday Snoopies. My daughter will probably snag some of these. I'm not sure what this is. Oh, is it like one of those things that you hang? Let's see. Peanuts characters. Simon Simple Originals. 1966. Has the opening. I'm sure one of you is going to tell me exactly what this is. I don't know. I haven't looked any of this stuff up. You guys are getting the first preview. Oh, it's kind of cute. Snoopy push pins. Yeah, all right. Oop, I'm going to just show you guys this real quick because there's a lot in here. Oh, that's sweet. Look. Super sweet. I think Emma will probably snag that. And so these are all different eras, all different, just, Snoopy of Woodstock. Okay. Again, some of them are in fairly rough condition and needs to be cleaned. He probably goes with something here. I don't know what, but I'll figure it out. Or maybe he's just going to fly solo. All right, last things here. I got to unwrap. All right, so when I go to the auction, I always stuff stuff in the back of my car, like big bags and towels or bubble wrap for the breakables. I mean, they have stuff a lot of times there to wrap it, but you don't want to interrupt. And all right, I thought he was kind of awesome. I don't know if he originally had a lid or what the deal was, but I figured somebody's going to need him, right? Thou shalt not steal cookies. Look at that monk. I just love him. And the last thing, which I think is probably going to be a donate, but I don't really know. Little mid-century cookie jar. I don't think there's no markings on it. I just ended up getting those two together. So that's the auction haul. That was my $33 total spent, including all the fees and tax and all that good stuff. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If you know anything about any of these items, or if you are interested in any of these items, the store is Consignment, and I can go ahead and link that up in the show notes. They will be listed over the next couple days as soon as I can get to it, because the time blocking is going really well and I'm being super efficient. So it could happen. All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening. I will see you on day 374. Tonight, we have our last book club for the last week of the book club for our second quarter book, The Let Them Theory. So, yeah, I'm going to go read after I reset to 0. Bye, guys. Night, night.